Hi, Tarot Reiki Deanna here, and we are going to go over this Saturn in Aries and what it means for you and for your sun sign and for your rising sign. So this is happening between May 24th, 25 through September 1st, 2025, and then there's a retrograde period in Pisces for 4 months, and then 2/13/2026 through 4/13/2028, Saturn's gonna be in Aries. This is monumental. This is the oppressor. Saturn's energy is coming in because it's like, hey, there is something, I'm going to put some pressure on you that you need to look at. It's going to be highlighted. There's going to be triggers. You know, whenever Jupiter energy is around, you're learning through higher knowledge, expansiveness, right? And when Saturn comes to town and enters the chat, it's all about putting pressure on you to see where you've been slacking. So it is an intense time. And I've got here, you know, your fears are going to be highlighted and triggered so that you can work through them. This is a new life chapter in your life. So we are turning the page on the old chapter and we are beginning a brand new one. This is going to be about self-respect, self-love, integrity, loyalty to your goals, because as you know, Saturn and Aries energy is about themselves, identity, and being true to themselves, following their passions. This is going to be about self-mastery. This is going to be reaching for the stars and manifesting your dreams. But first, you're going to really get pushed and kind of feel a little bit of this oppressive energy to push out and look at anything that is stopping you from evolving and growing. So don't take it personal if your circle shifts and changes right now, because there are some people that you're going to look at and go, you know, I can't with you because I'm growing, or you're bringing out the worst in me and I really need my circle to bring out the best. So, yeah, don't be surprised if there's instant people, they're not calling you back, or they're triggering you to the point where you're like, I need a break from you. So a lot of those things could be happening. And I do feel excited about it because I feel like I'm ready. And if you're a little concerned about it, I get it, because, you know, Aries rules the head, so you could experience some headaches, so make sure you're staying hydrated. You need to protect your head, so, you know, you're on the ladder and you're cleaning out the gutters, protect your head. If you're riding on a motorcycle, put your helmet on, those sort of things. So, with Aries ruling the head, you just really want to be mindful, to take rest. You know, if you're overworking, you need to take a break. And this fiery, passionate sign of Aries has Saturn literally like on top of it. So definitely know that Aries are going to feel it. And you want to look at your chart and where you have Aries placements, but this is going to affect everyone, and I'm going to tell you how. So I'm going to go over each sun rising sign and what it means for you, and then you're going to get a couple of cards from the Sea Oracle deck just to kind of give you a precursor as to what is going on. So if you've had any bad dreams, or if you've had people just acting out of character towards you, it's because you are intentionally being triggered. This isn't Jupiter energy saying, oh, I'm very optimistic, I'm seeing the best in you and we're going to expand our energy. No, Saturn is here and he's not here to play. You're going to get your good karma and you're going to get your bad karma. So you really want to be mindful of what you're putting out in the universe, what you are speaking over yourself and your life, and if you're mouthing off at others, because this karma is coming in hot and quick. So if you might not see it coming directly from the person you mouthed off to, but it's going to come back around another way. So when you have to have a process when you're getting triggered, how to take the energy, ground it into the earth, see the violet flame in front of you, transmuting any lower vibrational energies that are just trying to infiltrate. And boundary up is going to be so important. See yourself in your bubble, place that door in front of you, and the boundary is to let the right people in, and the negative energies that are just going to be extreme and highlighted out. And when you get triggered, immediately look at what is going on. Why did I get triggered? And you also want to ask, is my lifestyle supporting my goals? So if you have been lazy, or if you have been stubborn, if you have been prideful, if you have been gluttonous, if you have been jealous or envious, any of these things that you've been toying with or entertaining or feeding, fearful, doubtful, any of those things, it's going to be highlighted so that you can look at it. So if it's basically around 2.5 years. So this karma is strong. So when you go, wow, why is this person acting like that? You need to check, do they need to still be in your circle? Because you are leveling up in a big way. And if someone is a continuous trigger, it could be that it's something that you need to work on. Boundary, like, hey, I appreciate you criticizing me because I was messing up, but I don't need to be criticized all the time. Or I'm putting my foot down. When this is my day off, it's my day off. Or I need to be more disciplined when it comes to my workout, my diet, and not get distracted by other people's drama, because I'm here to accomplish something. This energy is also about your legacy, leaving your legacy. And where are you spending your energy? Your energy is your currency. Where are you spending it? Are you wasting it? Are you giving it away? Oh, you're sad, I'm just going to coddle you, and it's not for you to do. Aries energy is about yourself, your identity. You could be having an identity shift. So super fired up about this. I know a lot of Aries suns and risings, and being a fire sign, it's like, let's go. It's time for our passions and anything that is not supporting our passions, our dreams, our goals, our visions, how we see ourselves in the future, how we're showing up, and how we're leaving this legacy of, like, I did my part, use my talents and gifts to help others. It's got to go. Stop being distracted. Immediately when someone triggers you, go, was it me? Or were they projecting? And then say, is there something I need to do about this right now? How do I get myself back into alignment? Literally before this video, someone said something to me, tried to trigger me, and I was like, phew. So I did some breath work, grounded in, Palo Santo, and I'm like, I'm ready for this video. I knew it was coming. And I'm just so happy to share with you this information. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with Aries. How are you guys doing? Sun and rising sign Aries. You guys are in the hot seat. You guys are going to feel this the most. And I've got, oh my gosh. This is a spark, a new beginning for you. The self-assertion, bold movements forwards. And you are in a new beginning. Saturn is going to help you ground in and build something new. You are going to embrace maturing as a person, as a soul, and sacred responsibility. And you're going to be asked to direct your energy where it needs to go in a purposeful manner. And this is going to guide you towards self-mastery. So this is all movement forward, and just keep on going. I also got here that you need to commit to your visions and goals. Write them down. Put them somewhere where you can see them. Like, this is what I'm committing to. These are my goals. Anything outside of that, I don't have time for right now. This is go time. You're also going to be in your love life. You're going to be growing. You're going to tell them, whoever's around, like, these are what my needs are right now, and not feel guilty about that. You're like, no, I need space to create this, and then we'll get together on this day. And you're just moving into that authority type of energy. Whoo, I have an initiation, mastery, initiation into authority, mastery of your life force, focusing on your passions, trusting your intuition, so that's going to be tested, believing in your dreams, devotion and to your goals, and trusting your inner compass. So what I feel like you need to be mindful of is watch your head. So just be mindful of your head. If you're going somewhere, protect your head. Aries rules ahead. And if you get any kind of headache, stay hydrated, okay? It's going to be real important for you to stay hydrated. And anything that starts to get on your nerves, or if you have any kind of worry, you need to have a process for. Go take a walk. Go do something productive if you're getting stuck in your head, okay? Go for a walk. And then ground your energy into the earth. All right, so let's just see what cards you get. I'm just going to give you a couple of cards. I gave you a lot of information there. Remember, you can come back and rewind it, write it down, get a journal. This is really important for you, Aries, Sun, and Rising, or anybody that is in a relationship with an Aries, Sun, and Rising. You need to know what they're going through, right? I mean, you're going through something too. Don't think you're out of the hot seat, but it's great to know what your person is going through. So I've got here, courageous. You are being asked to be courageous. And may each breaking wave build your courage. So anything that's coming up, any of the tests that are coming up right now are asking you to step forward with courage. And then I've got wild. May you express all that you are. So you are going to be yourself. Your identity is going to be a little extra, because it's like, if you've been dimming or hiding your light, it's time to show up with your passion. It's time to move forward with that. And it looks like you get space and you are expanding. So your heart and your scope is expanding. Embrace the expansion. Remember to take rest. And good luck, Aries. You guys are amazing. I know you're going to do well. Remember to take breaks and take a rest. And then get up in the morning. Make sure you got your lemon water, right? Make sure you got your electrolytes, and what are the most important things you need to focus on that day, and just limit your distractions, okay? Because it's go time. All right, so next up, I have Taurus, Sun, and Rising. So Saturn in Aries is going to kind of move beneath the surface for you, Taurus. And this is going to be about energetic mastery. So intention with connecting to the divine. So you're working on your spirituality. You are trusting your intuition more. And you're going to make some time for solitude, where you can kind of think about things, think about the past, maybe some deep wounds. You're going to work through them. And you're going to enhance your spiritual practices, so whatever that means. So maybe you're going to take a course, get a spiritual mentor. So you're going to be able to expand. You're going to have a lot of self-actualization, like aha moments coming up. And you're going to get in touch with your long-held desires. So if you were like, well, I've always wanted, a house by the water. I always wanted to have, a relationship where it wasn't so combative or whatever. I always wanted to have a gold car. So whatever it is, it's like it's going to be in the forefront, and you're going to say, well, what is it in the past that has stopped me from getting this or achieving this? And what do I need to release? What spiritual practices do I need to bring in order to have the life of, my desires? And I also have, you're going to be having heart-centered connections, and anything that doesn't feel heart-centered or their heart isn't in it, you're just going to direct your energy away from that. So if you're in a job and it's not fulfilling your heart, you're like, I'm out. And if you're in a relationship and that person isn't showing up for you and you don't feel loved, you're out. Even if you have children that they're not paying attention to you, or they're angry, or they're going through something every time you try to connect with them, take a break, because this is all about heart-centered energy right now. And you just want to be mindful of any self-doubt that could arise or distractions. So if you're going, well, maybe I'll never get the love, maybe I'll never get that gold car, we don't have time for that. Look at the fear and go, why not? Why not? Move towards the things that you desire. It's in your heart for a reason. Okay? All right. So, pull a few cards for you to see what's going on. And I got perfect. Reflect. So you're going to do some reflection, reflective energy. May you discern and distill. So use discernment. Is this person right for me? Is this the right car, house, job, whatever you're going to use? And is this for me to do? Just because someone came into your field with drama, I feel like that's yours. I'm working on my own stuff. Now, if it's something that you're going, okay, this is for me to do, but you need to ask. Don't just get pulled into everyone else's stuff, because everybody's going through stuff right now. And you really need to utilize the Aries energy of focusing on what is yours. Okay? Woo! We got a lot of power coming in there, Taurus. Powerful. May you be as potent as the ocean. You have so much power within you. Do things that make your heart happy, okay? Because you have a lot of power in your heart. And I've got magic. All right, so may you flow with the divine. So you're really tuning in. You're really feeling connected with God, the universe, your spirit guides, nature, all of it. So keep moving forward, Taurus. This is a really monumental time in your life. Okay. Okay, next up we have Gemini. How are you guys doing? Sun and rising. So I have here that this is going to be a new chapter in your life. And this chapter is going to be about leading and not following. You are becoming the CEO of your life to hire and fire at will. So you're going to really look at your circle, your job, and there are some people that you're like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm just taking a break because I'm leveling up and you're bringing me down. And I've got for you to commit to your visions. You're going to be asked to be of service through using your talents and gifts and your community. So I want you to be mindful of any self-sabotage. So if you're noticing that you're procrastinating, or you're getting filled with self-doubt or something like that, or you're getting distracted, you're getting pulled into somebody else's emotional roller coaster, and it's like you have your own visions that you're here to work on right now, then you need to focus back on your dreams, okay? All right, so let's see what cards you get. Gemini. Awesome. Okay, so I have begin. It's like a new beginning here. And may you start as if you've already begun. So just keep moving forward and focus on the end result. You know, if you really want to be successful in your business, or you want to have your family life, everybody's coming together and helping out more, focus on that and just keep taking steps forward towards your goal. And I've got imagine. Imagination is everything. Albert Einstein. May you look beyond what can be seen. So focus on what you want to happen and not focusing on what you don't want. I also have your faith is being tested. So may you trust. And not in your faith and not your fears. I feel like you need one more card. So I've got lightness. Lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. So this tells me that you might be learning some energy work, or you might be implementing something when it comes to light energy, or you might just start to do some more fun things that you really enjoy, that's going to give you a lightness to your aura and to your heart and to your field. All right, so good luck there, Geminis. All right, so next up I have Cancer, Sun, and Risings. And I've got, a rite of passage is here for you. You are getting ready to step into grounded leadership. You have devotion towards your family, your friends, anything you put your heart to, your mind to, you're very devoted. And you are being asked to take that devotion into long-term goals. So stretch it out. You know, where do you want to be in 5 years? That sort of thing, 7 years, whatever. And you're going to be asked to build your life with greater intention and confidence. So instead of going, oh, well, somehow I ended up over here helping this person because they asked me. And so you're going to think, is this for me to do? What do I want to do? Where am I going to spend my time and energy? And there's some things you just aren't going to have the energy for. You need to start to conserve some of it for yourself and take some time for you. This season is about winning. So you're going to be seen and recognized, and you definitely need to take breaks, take a rest, take a day just for you. Up the self-care at least once a week, because you're expanding and growing. And I feel like you need to be mindful of any self-doubt that arises. So if it comes up like, oh, I could never, this won't, you need to flip the script quickly and look at any fears that arise and set your intentions and be intentional with your manifesting in your energy and have really strong boundaries right now. So I love that you're winning. Sounds amazing. Sounds really good. So let's see what cards you get. I've got bliss. Excuse me. That sounds amazing. May you feel deeply and transcend. So you're really bringing in energy of just pure happiness. So release that self-doubt. This is what's coming in. Forgive yourself from anything in the past. May you let it be. Forgive yourself, others, and any kind of situation where you feel like it could have went down differently. It's brought you to where you are. Release the weight of any guilt. And I've got fluid. Become fluid. May you shift and transform. So you're going to go with the flow more. You're going to go, okay, today I feel like I need a day to myself. Tomorrow I'm going to work on my goals. And then if someone comes in with like, I really need this, you're going to go, I would love to help you. Maybe I can next week. So you're going to start to think about where you need to put your energy. And yes, you're of love and service, but there are times when it's for you and you're not going to want to take away from that because you have an important role here. And I also have believe. So believe. May the seed deepen your faith. So your faith is being tested and you are really, you're working on that. You're working on your faith, and it looks like it's working because you have a winning season, which is terrific. All right, so good luck there, Cancer. Don't forget to, if you have a partner, look for their sun and rising sign so you can see what is going on with them. All right, so next up I have Leo sun and rising, and I have a spiritual quest ahead. So you're going to deepen your philosophical foundations. You're going to question any truths that came from your family, or maybe how they, if they were religious, spiritual, non-spiritual. But you're going to kind of look at the taboo of maybe a different spirituality, or you're just going to embrace this in a new way. You're going to be on your own quest for spirituality and connecting with the divine, and you're going to deepen your discipline towards your goals and the truth of what you desire to accomplish. So you're going to be asked to be more disciplined. So if you were like, well, I just want to be lazy, I don't want to do my workout, it's like, no, you're going to feel like crap, and you're going to go, no, I feel better when I'm disciplined and I'm eating right, I'm exercising, I have my routine. Doesn't mean you can't on Friday go have your, your slice of pizza, whatever, enjoy yourself. But I feel like you're going to start to be more disciplined because you've got a big role that's being asked of you to show up, and you need to be in tip-top shape for it. Yeah, you're being asked to be an authority figure on something, so something that you're good at, and you're really going to start sharing your wisdom with others. So people are going to put you in a position of, well, it's power, prestige, authority, like listening to you, like, wow, he really knows what he's talking about. He's a great leader. And remember, a great leader isn't just bossy. So you need to release that if you think you just boss people around. No, a great leader knows how to lead their people with enthusiasm and integrity. So I have be mindful of being tempted about procrastinating. And if you get too prideful, remember, you're going to get humbled by Saturn. So there's a difference between being confident and being, a cocky ass, right? So don't be a cocky ass. It's okay to show up with confidence and courage. But let's just tailor it to being a strong leader that people can admire, as opposed to people behind the scenes hating you because you just act like you know everything and you don't really have the people skills or the knowledge to back it up. So just be mindful of that. And let's see what cards you get here from the Sea Oracle deck. Oh, I have joy. That's awesome. So you're having a period of joy. May you pursue what lights you up. If it doesn't light you up, stop. If this relationship doesn't light you up, move on. If your friend group has been dragging you down because they're jealous of your light or your abilities, or they've been riding on your coattails, or they're trying to just, be a vampire and take from you, stop it, because you need to surround yourself with people who lift you up, who admire you, who push you to be better. So they might go, hey, when you gave that speech, you could have included this or that. Oh, thanks. And they're like, but good job. You're amazing at what you do. So a lot of positivity, a lot of joy coming your way. It looks like I've got stretch here. May you extend your reach. So you're going to extend your reach of the people that you influence, the people that you affect. So this could be global. This could be worldwide, This could be not just in your town, but your whole state. So you're going to have a big impact wherever you go, and you're being asked to stretch and to show up. And it looks like you make it look effortless, which is so cool, because I have ease here. May it be effortless. Effort. And I have here reveal. So something's going to be revealed. May openness lead you to connection. So don't be so rigid. I know there's times when you're like, well, this is the only way, but be mindful and open to if the divine brings something, a new opportunity you didn't really see coming, because you're in the flow. So just be open to new possibilities, because you're asked to be stretched and to affect more people and your community. And just remember that you're enough. You're more than enough. You're amazing. And may you be exactly who you are, and you're being asked to just be, to show up as your glorious self. Okay, so like I said, just be mindful if you're procrastinating or putting things off or not being disciplined enough, okay? Because the Lord of Karma is right there to say, get up and go for your run, or, you know, put that extra slice of garlic bread down or something. Okay, so next up we have Virgo sun and rising, and I have here amazing for you. It's a time of alchemical mastery. Ooh, so magical moments ahead. Commit to your transformation. You have a new identity that you're stepping into. This is a new chapter for you, and it's developing, so it's still developing. And you're discovering your power. You're being mindful of where you're focusing your energy, and you're going to channel your energy into grounded actions towards your goals. You're going to have more devotion to yourself, more self-love, the visions you have for your future, and you're going to take responsibility on an intentional level for your own emotions when it comes to intimate relationships. So if you're like, well, I'm unhappy, they didn't do this for me, or I'm unhappy, you're going to take responsibility and go, okay, when you show up for me in this way, this is how it makes me feel. So you're going to be very much communicating your needs, giving that person time to respond and to show up differently. And you're going to be working through some self-doubt, if that comes up, imposter syndrome, or feeling like you should put others before you, people pleasing, because this Aries energy and karma is saying you are going to show up with your talents and gifts. You're needed. You have something really special that only you can do, and you don't have to be pulled into everyone's drama all the time to show you're a caring person, because you're going to show up with your talents and go, like, look, I just made this piece of furniture, or look, I just decorated that for this baby shower or wedding, and it turned out so beautiful. And right before it, you could get somebody calling you, trying to distract you, and you're like, no, I can't. It's different if it's an emergency. It's a 911. You're supposed to go. But if it's someone like, oh, this happened to me, and that happened to me, and I lost my job, and that happened, and you're like in the middle of what you're here to do, it's okay to say, no, I'll get back to you later. Or maybe you won't, because sometimes it's just for them to deal with and say, I hope you get a mentor like I have one, or I hope you find someone, because I care about you, and I think that maybe you need to reach out to a therapist or something, because instead of you being their therapist. So I want you to be mindful of any distractions that take you away from your vision and goals, being pulled into other people's drama. So, and any self-doubt, I want you to quickly turn it around and go, I can do this. So self-talk, you're going to increase the positive self-talk. And if you want to take any kind of criticism, take it into your environment where maybe I could put this structure in place to make a difference in the world, or the way that this is being done, it could be done better like this. So don't turn that critical eye on yourself. Turn it on your environment and how you could make a difference and a change in your community. All right, let's see what cards you get from the Sea Oracle deck. Play. So it looks like you need to have some fun there, Virgo. May you seek out fun And connection. All right, so the people that you're connecting with, you are going to make some time for play. So, and when you're with them, you're really going to be present and enjoy yourself. So if you carve out a Saturday and you go have fun on the boat, or you go shopping at this place, the new store, you always fully immerse yourself and be there. Don't go, oh, I should be working, I should be doing that. No, when you're there, be fully there, and then when you're working, be fully working. And start to manage your time better. So if you go, well, Friday night, I can't wait to just relax and curl up with a book and take a break from everybody else or my goals, visions, and all that. Like, I need a mental break. That's fine. And if someone's calling you on Friday with a list of problems and you were like, I just need to unwind myself, it's going to be so important to boundary up and say, you know what, I can't tonight, but maybe Sunday at 2, I can give you a half hour. Because this is just teaching you that if you're always available to everybody else and giving them your energy selflessly, that you might not have enough for what you're here to do. And this is a time for you to accomplish something. Think about your legacy. What do you want to leave behind? So all of that's coming up for you. And I have here gratitude. So may you honor all that you receive. So start the morning with gratitude. And I have resilient. May your soul weather the storm. So anything that comes up, just know that you've been through a lot. You can get through it. You're resourceful. And I also got here beauty. Look for the beauty. And may you perceive nature's artistry in a fresh way. So when there's times you're feeling a little overwhelmed or stuck energy when you're being creative, just go look outside at the sky, or go for a ride in nature. Go on a boat, something where you could just take yourself out of the situation, because then you're going to come back in with more energy and feel renewed. Okay. All right, good luck there, Virgo. I almost said vegans. So maybe you need to check your diet too there. But so next up I have Libra sun and rising. So welcome to this new chapter of your life with Saturn in Aries. So this is going to be about structure and what you want in love, how to co-create and collab with others. So co-create would be, instead of saying, well, whatever you want, or, your partner says, where do you want to go to eat? Well, I don't care. I can find something anywhere. No, it's co-creating. That person is saying, no, I want your input. So, hey, I love Chinese food. Oh, I do too. Let's find a place together. So you're working on things together, co-creating, instead of saying, well, whatever you want, because you're you want that person to be happy, and you're like knowing that it's not as important whatever restaurant you go to. No, you're gonna show up. This Aries energy is saying, you know what, I've always wanted to try this Indian restaurant, and it's 2 towns over. And then the person's like, oh, okay, so I'd like to try that too, but this weekend I'm not feeling it. It looks like it's gonna be raining, so how about we schedule it here? So you're co-creating. You're bringing out what it is that you want to do socially. Like, hey, I really want to go on this. I saw there's a little boat tour. I mean, it's in the next town over, and would you like to go at nighttime? During the day it might be a little too warm. I don't want to be in the sun that long. Let's do the nighttime one. Oh, okay. So maybe we can adjust our schedule and go to that. So you're going to start to want to do things socially and have a voice around it. And you're showing up. And it's going to make you feel seen and heard. And I have, you're maturing in your relationships. You're maturing with your boundaries. And you're being asked to be more vulnerable and show your passion. So if you're like, man, I just love going to Niagara Falls, or I just love going to a place where there's a a waterfall. Can we find one? Okay, let's co-create it. Let's look together and see where the nearest one is, and maybe we could have an adventure just so you could have that experience. Because I think up until now you've been very pleasing and wanting to please your the people in your life, but this is a time, remember, Aries energy, about you. Like, what makes you happy? What do you want to do? Is there something you always wanted to do? Co-create it. And if your partner's like, I do not like Niagara Falls, too many people, crap, then you're going to go, okay, so either I'm going to manifest this with somebody at, like, an adventure group, like a group of people, or I'm going to go, I'm going to do this on my own. So Aries energy, they do a lot of things on their own because they're like, I want to see this, I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. Like, I don't need to have somebody with me. I mean, it's nice, but I also feel like at work, collab. So there's going to be people you're going to be, teaming up with, and you got to use your voice, right? So you're collabing, and maybe this person has a lot more like intense energy, but they need your energy to balance it out, right? Like, have you looked at it this way? Have you thought about this aspect of it? No, I haven't. Wow, thank you for sharing that. So your voice is going to be really important. As you know, those fire signs, they speak it, right? So you're being asked to have a little fire under you to speak what it is that you truly desire. There's some things that it's okay. All right, like I didn't mind if we went the scenic route or the regular route. But there are some things where it's like, hey, just speak up, because you don't want to miss out on what you wanted to experience here in life because you're being so accommodating. So it's okay to say, hey, I really want to have this experience, and then how do we co-create that? And if you're not co-creating that with your partner, maybe you're co-creating it with yourself, or like, a friend or something like that. So I have, you're going to be releasing any codependency issues, and you're going to start to coexist. So that means like you're in a living situation, you're beginning to feel more empowered and to say, hey, this weekend there's this festival. I know that this probably isn't your thing, but this is something I want to experience. And so that your partner, your person is like, cool, because there's this other thing that I want to go to, and it's probably not your thing. So instead of being where you always have to do everything together or get permission sort of thing, it's more like you're coexisting, like, hey, having mutual respect and knowing what each other's passions are. They don't have to be exactly everything the same, but going and supporting each other, and then saying like, wow, so then you have something to talk about, right? So your partner went to some exhibit, and then you went to a nature walk somewhere, and then you come back and you're like, wow, what did you experience? Oh, tell me what you experienced. So it's going to help you in your love and grow, because you're doing some things that are very important that you want to experience here on Earth. So I have here, be mindful of giving your power away. Be mindful of draining yourself to make other people happy. Be mindful of people pleasing, that sort of thing. Like, because that's going to drain you right now with the Aries Saturn and Aries energy. So don't do it. All right, so let's just see what cards you got. All right, of course, you got balance. It says, may you find equilibrium in motion. So think about everything when it comes to regards to the scale. Is everything always the way your partner wants it? Then you got to balance out the scales. Or is it at work? There's always that person that gets all the recognition. Well, speak up and let your ideas be known so that you get recognition too. So just weigh everything and see if you can balance it out there. And I've got stay curious. And may you open up and explore. So you're going to do some more exploring. And then I also have take a pause. And may moments of calm sustain you. So you're going to do things that help calm, nurture you. Maybe you need to go off to the beach for a weekend by yourself and just stare at the water, or look for horseshoe crabs or something. Like, maybe you just need to calm your soul, and the water's going to do that for you. And I have present. So you're going to be fully present. Just show up with, and be mindful and speak what you need. May you sense each shiver of the surf. Okay. So you're going to be feeling more. You're going to be expressing yourself more, and you're going to want to socialize a little bit more. And so yeah, don't drain yourself for other people. Don't give your power away there. Okay, Libra, and good luck. All right, so next up I have Scorpio sun and rising. Well, hello, welcome to your new identity. You know, we recently had that full moon in Scorpio, which I'm telling you, that took me like 7 days to release and just get used to the new energy. I was saying before, I felt like I was in a cocoon coming out with my butterfly wings. I feel like I'm still learning how to fly with them. So you're thinking about your long-term goals with this energy. You're thinking about, what do you want to leave behind? What is it that you want to accomplish that you can leave behind? And that could be, you know, money for your children, or maybe you have a startup or a new business, or maybe you create something and you're leaving that mark. So you're thinking about those things. So it's going to be important for you to support habits that enhance your growth and strength. So if you're smoking, quit, right? Vaping, stop it, or whatever these things are. Because it's just not going to help sustain you in order for you to leave your legacy, in order for you to accomplish these things. And yeah, so I got, be mindful of any vices that bring down your energy. All right, so let's see what is going on. I've got embrace magic. Magic. May you flow with the divine. So tune back into the magic of the universe. If you've been feeling morose or sad, it's because you're having the death and rebirth into a new identity. So let go of the old identity. Don't hold on to it so tightly, because this new one is magical. And I have here space. So may your heart and scope expand. So it looks like you're expanding, you're broadening your horizons, or maybe you're learning something new. You could be learning something new, a new whatever. Like, you could be like, I'm going for my PhD or something, or I'm going to commit to becoming the best version. So instead of having these vices of smoking and drinking too much wine, I'm going to do a 180. I'm going to go join the gym and drink some green juice or something like that. So you're definitely, you need the space to expand, and you are expanding. I have here forgive. You might need to forgive yourself or somebody else, whoever that is. Just do that. Forgiveness is for you. You don't want to carry that heavy load, because if you're pissed off at somebody all the time and have resentments, you're just blocking your own blessings. So don't do that. And then I have accept. So may you receive what is as it comes. So if you have a lot of resistance, and you're going to cause more pain for yourself and issues for yourself at this time. So it's better for you to accept, okay, this is where I'm at. And you know what? By the end of this Saturn in Aries, I'm going to be the fittest I've ever been. So do a long-term goal, okay? Long-term goals. All right, so good luck there, Scorpio. Okay, so next up is Sagittarius sun and rising. This is going to be your message for the Saturn in Aries. And I have here, well, hi, welcome to the brand new chapter of your life. I've got life force energy coming out, the yin yang. I've got passion, creativity. It's flowing through you. This is going to be a winning season. Now, of course, Saturn's going to put the squeeze on you if you've got some vices that you need to let go of. And if there's any fears, they're going to be highlighted. If there's some triggers, you're going to get them. You're going to get those triggers. And you're going to handle them differently than you have. You're going to take the pause, take that breath before you speak. And I have use focused intent when you're manifesting. Focus on what you want. Remember, you've got that bow and arrow. Focus on it. You're driven. This is the end result. I don't know how it's going to happen. It's going to manifest. And just focus on what it is you want. So let go of timing. If you're like, well, you know, wanted it to be by, you wrote a book and you're like, I need it to be done in a month. Focus on the end result. It's done and it's amazing. If you need a new home, if you'd want, if you're changing your identity, which I feel like you are, and you are working on your hobbies and your hobbies are blowing up, or your side hustle is blowing up, and you might just go, I like this better than what I was doing over here, then focus on the end result. Focus on it being amazing. Show up. Is your lifestyle supporting it? You know, are you going to bed too late and then you're tired and you're not showing up as good as you can? Stop doing that, because Saturn is going to let you know. And I've got here your self-expression, recognition, being seen. This is coming up. You're going to be seen as an authority on something. It could be like you're teaching something, and it's going to be amazing because the passion and the fire behind it is 10 times more than normal. And I've got, so you're going to use your talents and gifts to help the collective, and you will be well received. So go with the flow more. Like if you go, oh, I was doing this video and it cut out, and they get all pissed off and I'm not going to do it or whatever this is. No. Get back in the game. Turn it around quickly. Or somebody mouths off at you and says, you know, you look better when you had blonde hair. It's like, wow, they're just trying to take you off your game, okay? In that moment, Saturn was like, say this to her or him, so that they get fired up and then they take their energy away from the prize, from their goal, from their vision. So know that. No, this is what's going on right now. So, I mean, people might mouth off because you're having a glow up, like you're having a glow up. So when you're glowing up, there's going to bring up those people that have inside of them or being influenced by jealousy, envy, or I don't even know, they just don't like your light because it's annoying, because they don't embrace it. Then you gotta be mindful that you're gonna have some thicker skin, or you're gonna have some issues here, okay? So every day when you wake up, you're gonna say, I call back all my energy, and I'm focused on what I'm here to do. And so it's your time. It's your time. It's your time to shine, to show up, be in the spotlight, to show up as an authority on the things that you have learned. The thing you're here, it doesn't mean you're perfect, but you're given a hand out and a hand up. Like, let's go. So when you're delivering your messages or when you're teaching something, you are helping that person, and that helps their people and the pot of people that they interact with. So you're making a difference in the world. So don't get caught up in time frames. Also want you to think about long-term goals, because a lot of times Saggies are like, I'm going on an adventure and I'll figure it out later. Well, you're going to have to curb some of that. Doesn't mean you can't have your adventures, but you need to think long-term. All right, so long-term, I like to have this amount in my bank. I like to be living here. My relationship looks like here. My health looks like here. So think about the way those things, so you're going to think in your mind how they look and how I just take one step at a time, be fully present in my life, show up with enthusiasm, and continue to move forward. So you're going to have, I really do feel like your circle is going to shift and change. Don't take it personal. Do not take it personal. When all of a sudden someone has ghosted you, someone has left the building because they feel your glow up and maybe they're like, I'm out, I can't. Or you're being protected. You're being protected. They had ill intent. So you are shining right now, shine. If anything's here is trying to dull your shine, you better shake it off. Shake it off and get back in the game, okay? Get a coach or mentor, get a therapist, work through some past stuff. Be your own coach in the morning. Put on your favorite music and be like, woo! Like, I am here to show up. I'm going to be fully present. I'm making a difference. I'm fired up about whatever this is. I have become an authority on the things that I've learned, all those things you've studied, philosophy or astrology, whatever this is. People are looking to you for some advice because you're well seasoned. You know what you're talking about. And if you don't know something, you can say, hey, I can check on that. But your passion, enthusiasm, your confidence, it is contagious. And so it encourages and your authenticity. So it is encouraging others to be authentic, to be confident, to go boldly into their life, to go towards their passion. So bring it. Let's go. I'm so excited for you guys. So I feel like if there's any kind of heavy burden, it's time to let that go, or to find someone that you can work through those things with. Okay. If you have some grief about a loss, find someone to talk to, and then find someone that's going to help you stay on track with your goals. And be mindful of other people that they don't even know why they just said what they said to you. Because their inner demon of jealousy, hate, not wanting to see other people grow, they're going to be triggered. And so don't let that distract you. Don't let them take from your spotlight. Don't let any energy vampires try to suck the life out of you, or like, oh, play on your emotions of like, I really need your help and you're the only one because you've been through this and you're so smart, and try and manipulate you, whatever. And you're like, hey, it's my day off and I see you, I hear you, I will get back to you on this day. Show up with your boundaries and use your discernment on when you're to do XYZ. Roll with it. Don't get mad about timelines, because Sagittarius can be impatient. So if you might like, why isn't this happening, right now? And that's because, remember, Saturn is like over there as the oppressor going like, what are you going to do if it's not the timing that you want? Because it's got to be divine. So don't let it break you, right? Some of the stuff that's happening right now for the next 2.5 years, it's just sand in your oyster and it's making you a pearl. So maybe get yourself a pearl necklace, earrings, ring, or put one on your desk and go, you know what? Thank you for that, because you are making my pearl all the more shinier and better. All right, so let's see what cards you get there, Sag. If you can't tell how fired up I am for you guys, I'm really excited because it's your time. And I've got gratitude. Wake up with gratitude. Gratitude is going to be the attitude to have. So if you're around a lot of grumpy grumpers, Matt, you're going to just go, you got to go with that. Or envision a big dumpster fire and just be like, all that stuff is going in there because I don't have time. I am grateful that I woke up today. I am fully present. May you honor all that you receive. You are going to take some time to play. So schedule in your play, schedule in your breaks, where you're going within the time where you're working through some past stuff. Because when you play, when you go out and you're like, man, I went somewhere, I saw these dolphins, it was awesome. And then you come back in with renewed passion for your life. And if something where it's like, oh, we were going to go to this adventure and it got canceled, remember, you're under divine protection. Don't get mad about it. Be like, oh, no, everything's ruined. Okay, no, you're being protected. Maybe there's somebody there that had ill intent or something would happen if you went. So you can still find ways to have fun. You're gonna have fun, and the more you're following your passions, the more fun you're gonna have. Man, if you are not super resilient right now and you're being asked to be resilient, may your soul weather the storm. So anything that comes up, any challenge, you're going to meet it head on. You're resourceful. You can find someone to talk to about it. You're going to move quicker. You're going to move through things. And I got here, compassion. Have compassion towards yourself, because Saturn also rules the heart energy. So if there's been, you gotta take care of your heart. You gotta start walking, okay? You gotta start eating for a healthy heart. That was your warning. Okay, you just got that from Saturn. And anything that's been grief, anything that's been hurting your heart, you need to bring it out in the open, work through it, and then show up with compassion for yourself. Show up with compassion towards the world, and may you tend to any of the suffering that you've been through. So look at the lens of your life and have compassion for yourself the way you do for others. And I also got alive. You are alive. So may you delight in the vitality of just being alive. That's so Aries energy. It's like, woo, I'm here, I arrived. Let's just check everything out on this planet. So you're going to have a renewed sense of vitality and let go of anything that would leak your energy, drain your life force energy, people, places, things, vices, okay? All right, good luck there, Sagittarius. Okay. And next up, I have here Capricorn, Sun, and Rising. Okay, so this season for you is called returning home. Returning home. So you're going to rebuild your foundations of emotional safety. You're going to learn to reparent yourself. You're going to do some inner child work, because your heart is your home. And so you're going to go, there's going to be some things that you're feeling that you got to process through, grief, loss, disappointment, all of these things, and you're going to process it with somebody, a therapist or a spiritual mentor, and you're going to reprogram your mind. You're going to see how some of these things that you've buried, they need to be looked at, that they need to be processed, so that you can clear your heart of any of heavy resentments or feelings or disappointments, so that you can feel at home within yourself. I believe that you're going to make your home a sanctuary. So you're going to make some changes to the environment of your home to make it more comfortable. And maybe, where you were before COVID, you're like, I don't like that color on the wall anymore. I'm going to change it. Or I'm going to bring in some new earthy colors, some new pillows. I'm going to make it comfortable. I deserve it. I'm going to get some new slippers. I'm going to, maybe there's a new picture that always reminds you of a good memory. So instead of like some of this stuff that you've been through that was really hard, you're like, man, whenever I look at that picture of that horse, it reminds me of something. Or, a black bear, and I went to Deep Creek and I had this amazing time. So you're going to start to change your environment to where you want to focus on the memories that were just so meaningful in your life, and any of the tough ones, you're going to work through them, okay? Yeah, you're really rebuilding yourself. It's interesting. So you're having a whole new you, because you're like, okay, I used to look at things this way, but I'm opening up my mind to, and my heart to, wanting to heal some of these things. I don't want to have a heavy heart around whatever XYZ, whatever this is. So be mindful of any negative self-talk that could come in and try to ruin the fun of the party or the work you're doing, and be proud of your growth. So I'm not saying be prideful, but be proud of how much you've grown and how you're taking a step forward in your life to grow, to show up differently, and to learn something new. Okay, so wow, when you do that, a lot of powerful energy is at your fingertips there, Capricorn. May you be as potent as the ocean. So there's a lot of power in your heart energy, and when it's grounded in, and when you love yourself, and when your heart is your home and you're comfortable in there and it's clear, when your heart's as light as a feather, it's not heavy like a bag of bricks, you're very powerful. You're being asked to be courageous right now, and may each breaking wave build your courage. So anything that's happening right now is building your courage. You have plenty of it, but you're being asked to be more courageous. So that could be a shift in work, the way it looks for you, or a shift in how you show up at home. And I've got enough. You are enough. May you be exactly as you are. You're starting to come into yourself and like yourself more, accept yourself more. And I got here, so you're being asked to be a little more fluid. So may you shift and transform. And also, like, sometimes just like, I'm just going to roll with it. I was going to go on this little trip and it looks like thunderstorms the whole time. What can you do? It's out of my control. So don't let it like ruin your whole month or something, right? It's like, it's life. Redirection. It's God's protection, as they say. So you thought you were going to do this and you didn't. Let's turn it around. And you're like, oh, wow, I didn't even know that they were having this thing right down the street. Okay, I'll do that instead. Because the more you're harboring resentment and trying to control your situations, the more grief you're giving yourself. So you're being asked to expand. We've got expansive energy coming in. And may you connect to the whole. So you feeling at home within yourself, wherever you go, you are becoming the example of, I'm home. I like myself. I feel good here. I've been through some shit, but I'm releasing it. I'm working through it. I'm processing it. But I'm so glad I have my home. I love myself. I love my heart. I'm going to be kinder to myself and talk nicer to myself and those around you. Okay, and you still need to boundary up because, people are peoply. But you're just going to have some more compassion for yourself. Okay, so good luck there, Capricorn. Okay, so next up is Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. So I have for you during this Saturn in Aries is a new narrative begins. So there's going to be some new patterns when it comes to your mental habits. So you're going to redefine how you see your life and the moments that define you. So you might be learning something new, maybe, learning some hypnosis, or maybe a new spiritual practice, or you're going to restructure the way you've been showing up around an issue. You're going to have some better self-talk. You're going to have more clarity in your life, and clarity about your visions, your dreams, your goals, what you're here to do, what you're here to accomplish, how you're going to affect the community with your energy and your talents. And you're going to begin to explore new topics that excite you. I would say to be mindful of any negative self-talk, people triggering you, and you taking a long time to kind of get back into what you're here to do. Remember, they're projecting. You do want to have self-awareness and check in, but if you're like, I don't know where that came from, trust that, move forward, have your boundaries in place. And I got here, don't spiral back into old patterns. So you might be thinking, well, okay, I've got this new idea and I have a new way of approaching it, and then the old way could be calling you back. Just take each day at a time, show up in the new energy until, I think it's 21 days becomes a new habit, okay? So there are times you might go, oh, like you're worried or self-talk. Okay, but you're not going to stay there. You're going to keep moving forward. There are so many things that you want to learn. There are so many collaborations and different experiences that are coming up for you. And you showing up with some more passion about what you're interested in is being highlighted with that Aries energy. Okay, so let's just see what cards you get. I have persist. So be persistent. You're being asked to be persistent. May your ripples build the swell. So you're just going to persist in your goals. You're going to persist in what you're here to achieve, your long-term goals. And I have here a very powerful energy. Capricorn just got that too. May you be potent as the ocean. And I have, you're going to do some reflection. Okay, you're going to do some looking at yourself. May you discern and distill. So you're going to use discernment whether or not to collab with somebody, whether or not to spend your energy somewhere. Okay, and whether or not it helps your long-term goals. You're being asked to stretch your mind. And you're going to stretch your reach and influence on this world. And I also have awe. So you're going to be in awe. Like you probably need a trip where you like, whoo, like I'm in awe, somewhere amazing and beautiful to bring that energy back with you, a new memory that you made. May you see the sublime in the everyday. So I think you do need some kind of expansion type of trip, or where you're somewhere just so beautiful, or you just have this amazing memory which is going to carry you through and really help you. I also have clarity coming in, clear energy. May you see things clearly as they are. So you might want to continue to make sure your third eye is clear. If you have any doubts or confusion, reach out to a spiritual mentor. Or you could also look on my YouTube. I have a third eye activation. And remember, Aries rules the head. So stay hydrated. And there's something you don't want to see, it's time to look at it. Let's look at it and be resourceful on how to handle it, okay? So good luck there, Aquarius. Next up is Pisces. Pisces at the 444. Let's go. Yeah, I just saw 444. Anyways, a new beginning when it comes to self-worth. This includes your values. So how you spend your time and money, your energy, how you show up in the world, your self-worth highlighted. Why do you feel that way? Are you stuck in a story? Are you stuck in victim mentality? Are you like, well, because my mom or dad did this, or so-and-so did this, this is why I'm this? Taking responsibility, looking at yourself, that Aries energy of like, okay, well, these things might have happened, and you could get your spiritual mentor in place, your therapist in place. You could work through a shaman, those sort of things, and then take responsibility for today is today and how I feel about it. How do I want to show up in the world? Do I want to show up with that story that makes me feel less than, that makes me feel bad? Or can I transmute it into, yes, I went through this and it didn't break me. Like I had said for Sagittarius, right? It's like this sand and my oysters making a pearl out of me. Get a pearl necklace, get a pearl, put it on your desk. Don't let the grit and the grind, don't just focus on that. Focus on the pearl, okay? Be mindful of any escapism. Like if you're like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, what am I doing here on this planet? Or this is just too much. What did I sign up for? The everything difficult package? You might have, but if you did, you're going to be able to handle it. You build a team. You don't have to do this alone. Get your spiritual mentor in place. Hey, what's going on? You talk to, get your therapist in place. Get your financial person, your health coach, right? All of those things. Get them in place. Get to it, because you are worthy of an amazing life, stability, peace, and all the desires of your heart. Okay, so let's just see what cards you get there, Pisces. Magic. Remember, you are magical. Tap into it. Don't fall into victim consciousness, or I'm never gonna, or focusing on the negative. You got to go take a walk, go do something that's going to raise your vibration. All right, remember the magic within you and around you. I've got space here. You're being asked to expand And may your heart and your scope expand. So heart energy is being expanded. Is there anything you need to let go of? Resentments, pain, you need to work through them. You need to release them. You need to feel it and heal it. Go get some Reiki, find a life coach. Like, let's go. You don't want to stay stuck, okay? I've got believe in the possibilities of a new day, and you can work through. You are in a time and place. Believe in your dreams, because you're in a time and a place where you can get a therapist, a shaman, a Reiki master, a life coach. You know, this isn't the 1800s where you don't have those things right at your fingertips. So there's really no, stop making excuses of why your life isn't the way you want it. You don't have to sit there alone and wallow and say, well, I can figure this out. Has that been working for you? No, it hasn't. So get your people in place. Get your team. They're waiting for you. They can't come in and intervene without you asking. So get your team in place and work through some of the difficult things and show up differently. Okay. I got heard. You need to feel heard, and you need to speak it, and you need to be heard. I have, may your brave call be carried on the wind. Be brave. Speak about the things that feel like they're unmentionable. Don't try to escape from them or push them down. It's time to look at it, okay? Stay curious about life, and may you open and explore and take a pause, take a time out, take a little break near the ocean or the water, and may the moments like that just calm your soul. So take some time out to heal, take some time to calm, be near the water, and also move forward. Don't let your pain stop you from moving forward. Let it become part of your story. Don't let the story go, well, this happened, so that's it. No, continue on. Turn the page, write a new chapter in this book. Become the hero and the heroine of your story, okay? I know you can do it. And the thing is, you have all of this at your fingertips. There's so much for you to have. I need a life coach. I don't know, I feel a little stuck. It doesn't have to be forever, right? Reach out. They might have a word for you and you're like, wow, I never looked at it that way. Instead of just sitting there being sad and thinking, well, I can figure it out. And it hasn't been working. So reach out. Reach out. Have faith. Your faith is being tested. So may you trust. Trust. May you trust. May your trust be steady. Stop feeding your fears. Stop feeding your fears. Okay, Pisces. Good luck and have a resourceful and an amazing transformation during this time when Saturn is in Aries. And get yourself a pearl. Get yourself a pearl. Remind yourself of what it's making you into. Thank you so much for watching. Check out my other videos. And I'm so excited to share my knowledge with you and have you here. Bye.